Hi, I'm Tim Alden with Alden School of Leather Trades. In this week's video, we're jumping on the leather earring bandwagon, and I'm going to teach you how to carve out this simple little floral design in a leather earring. I'm really excited about this video because these little boogers are really hard to hand cut. And I know a lot of my customers are just starting out. You might not want to spend the money on a $180 Herman Oak side of leather just to make a few pairs of earrings. So we're actually going to offer these in packs of 10 pairs, and you can get them on our website. There will be a link in the video for that. And so anyway, I've got my pattern laid out on this one, and just to help you, if you're going to do a couple pair, I take a couple of layers of masking tape to give it a little bit of stiffness, and I'll stick down a handful of them. That way, if I'm tooling on it, I can throw my weight on it and I'm carving it just like it was a bigger piece. So it's not going to be moving around. If you have something this small and you're tooling on it, it's really going to be hard to hold on to. So anyway, that helps me a little bit. And so we're going to go ahead and get started. So I've got my pattern laid out on here. This is going to be downloadable on our website. There will be a link for that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do my swivel knife work here. Okay, so now that we got our swivel knife work done, we're going to go ahead and bevel this with our #1 Berry King beveler. So, I'm just going to start up here, this top turn back. And since these aren't very heavy leather, I'm not going to bevel this super hard. I'm also tooling it when it's fairly dry. Continue around this stem, and so this line gets beveled. It goes under the flower and then comes around and rolls around there. So just for making things square with you guys, I'm going to just start there. Typically I'd get everything that I could from one side and then I'd turn it, but I'll try to bevel each line all the way. That way you can understand. So now we're going to come back and we're going to bevel other side coming out of that finial stem. So now there's going to be 2 stickers here. I'm going to do the backbone of the larger one, roll around, goes under the flower stem. And I'm going to do the front of it. I'll do the backbone of this tiny little sticker here, right up to the flower petal. I'll do the front, and just kind of tip your tool off a little bit, that way it doesn't mash the backbone. Kind of clean that up a bit. And you didn't get inside of that turn back thing yet. So now we'll work on the flower. So the middle petal, the dominant petal, so these run all the way to the flower center. Get the other side. And then we'll come down with our side petals. And then we're gonna do our flower center here. Once we've got all the interior lines, we're going to go ahead and bevel our borders. Okay, so once we've got all our beveling done, I'm going to go to my bar grounder, and I'm just going to background all these spots that need the backgrounding just to kind of define where I'm at, because it doesn't really look like a lot right now. And so I'll start in next to the flower. I'm going to come up next to that first sticker, jump over the sticker, a couple of taps in there, and then go to the front of the larger sticker. We're going to roll around up into the crease of the finial stem and go to the other side of our flower. And we can do inside of our turn back, just one little hit there, depending on how you cut that out. Maybe one down below. You kind of use the corner of your tool, and then got one little triangle top here. So once we've done our backgrounding, this is a tight little undershoot here, a tight little lifter. Gonna lift that turn back a little bit, and then we can go ahead and shade this. So I have my #1 Berry King thumbprint, and so I'm going to use the narrow side of it for this, and we're going to come under our turn back there, bevel that, and then we're also going to thumbprint that. We're also thumbprint our stickers here, just going to roll that around, taper it off. Taper it off. There's not a lot of room for a lot of detail on these. It's one of the reasons they're a fun little project. They don't take a whole lot. So this is a mule's foot. I'm just going to put it on that back side there. I'm just going to hit it real lightly a couple of times just so it's coming down where those stems are coming together. So next we're going to work on the flower. I'm going to use my vertical lined thumbprint, Berry King #1, and I'm just going to go from the flower center out, and you just want to kind of keep it heavier in the middle of the petal, kind of rock it back and forth so it's a little bit lighter on the sides and darker in the middle. Same on these side petals. Right up next to your flower center. some burnish there. Then we're going to come to our lined veiner here, and we're just going to do little corners where our petals come in, give a little depth there. And then you can use a little modeling tool. I like to knock this edge down a little bit. You can use a stylus. So we're just going to round that up a little bit, kind of give a little bit of dome to our flower center. So next we're going to do our swivel knife work. So pretty simple pattern. I'm going to start with my turn back here, start in heavy and roll down, and then I'm going to put one right in next to it, smaller, and then taper off. Go ahead and do a couple of shading cuts, doing 3 cuts in the middle there. We're going to come back and cross hatch those. Just kind of creates a little dark and shaded area. And then these guys, same as our sticker video, there's going to be a short one on the front and then a long one on the back. And just taper off. Short on the front, long one on the back. This one can be a bit of a tricky one. We're just going to do this basic line of what's already there. So we're just going to roll around and mimic what's on that finial stem. And just kind of do a couple of little cuts coming around there. So next we can do our flower petals. So start in deeper and end up coming light, and then go to the side, a little deep, start fading out. Just kind of stack them in there, tapering off and fading out to the side. So then you can come back and cross hatch this, going all the way across in the beginning, and then tapering off on the center. Same cross hatching. Okay, now we're going to cross hatch the flower center. I'm just going to start off on the side and I'm going to put a little bit of an arc to it. And don't worry about if you don't get all the way to the border. Rather than overcutting my lines, and come back and get those up against the border there. So now I'm going to come the other direction, about the same arc. And there you have it. Well, thanks for stopping by. I hope you like this video. It's a cool little project you can use for Christmas gifts or whatever you'd like. Be sure to get your order in as soon as possible so we can get them out to you. And also, if you aren't going to be ordering these but you'd like the pattern, it's a free download on our website. We'll catch you next time.